JFD, just fair and direct.
Okay, hello and welcome everyone. Welcome to JFD Traders Tea Time with me, Darius Anucauskas. Today's the 23rd of September 2020. So yep, welcome everyone. Welcome to this Wednesday's afternoon session where we're going to have a quick look at the markets, a few of the charts, some of the charts that we looked at this morning just to see how everything's getting along. But yeah, before we do that, let's quickly have a read through our risk disclaimer. So the content we produce does not constitute investment advice or investment recommendation, should not be considered as such, and does not in any way constitute an invitation to acquire any financial instrument or product. As always, a few seconds for you to read the rest and we can continue. Okay, so now then, also just before we jump into the charts, quick mentioning of our JFD YouTube channel, to which you can always subscribe to in order not to miss any of our upcoming videos, and of course our JFD Bank website and specifically our JFD research page, which we also update on a daily basis. So yep, feel free to visit us here on jfdbank.com and click on the research tab right there on the top. Now, let's jump into the charts. Now, the first one I want to pick up here is on German DAX. So the German DAX initially did push higher. This morning I talked about, and this morning and yesterday I talked about this level, this 12,754 territory, where I was saying that if we get a strong move above it, then there is a possibility for this one to move further north. And yes, we did get a strong move above it. It did push higher, however, as you can see, now all eyes are going to be on the daily close, because if we're going to close below this area, then maybe not all is good here in the bull block, and we could see this one reversing and sharply to the downside and moving towards the current lowest point of this week near the 12,505 zone, a break of which would confirm a forthcoming higher high, and yep, further declines here could be possible. So for now, guys, all eyes basically are on this level here, the low of this 4th of September near the 12,754 territory. If like I said, if we get a close below this, then it increases the chances for a possible slide. But if it struggles, or let's say the other way around, if the bears struggle to keep this one below it and the bulls succeed in keeping the closing the price above this area, then there is a likelihood that we could go for a bit of a larger correction, because don't forget that this move higher could still be seen as a corrective move, because we are trading below this upside support line taken from the low of the 15th of June, and also we do have this 21-day EMA here shown as the yellow line, which could provide a bit of resistance. So basically, guys, today let's see how this day is going to end. Now, jumping into NASDAQ 100, and yesterday I spoke about this when I was saying that there is a possibility to see a further move higher. Yes, as you can see, the index did close in the positive territory yesterday, and it pushed above this 11,150 territory. So let's round it up here a little bit, and it pushed above it and it closed above it, and in a way there is a possibility we could see this one maybe moving a bit further north. However, looking at the cash index right now, we can see that the price is slightly below the excuse me, slightly below the yesterday's close, but it still remains above this area. So it's a very tight zone here. Excuse me. It's a very tight zone here, and in a way, still what we're going to do here is we might consider a possible move towards this 21-day EMA, because what I was saying yesterday, that if this 21-day EMA does provide good resistance after getting tested again, then we could see a nice round of selling here, which could go in line with this arrow that I've drawn here earlier. So yeah, for us to consider the upside, we would need to see at least a push back above this 11,566 territory. So let's see how all this is going to play out. Now, jumping into gold, and gold continues to slide here. Now this morning we were still hanging around here near this low of Monday, near the 1883 territory, or 82, sorry, I would say. But as you can see, initially then yeah, we dropped lower, it moved to the downside. However, now the bulls are trying to fight back here. They are at the moment fighting back, but in a way, if this manages somehow to get back above this 1901 zone, then yes, we could consider a bit of a move higher here. But if it struggles to do so, then, well, I mean, still the downside scenario is more likely one. Not maybe in the long term, but more of a very, very short, from the very, very short term perspective. Because, again, for now, what I'm targeting here is this 1863 territory marked by the low of the 12th of August, or in other words, the lowest point of August, and slightly below that we do have the 100-day EMA here shown as the green line. So very good potential target here. Let's see if we can get a test of that. For now, yes, that's exactly what we're going to do. For now, we're we're going to be we will continue targeting this area. So yep, let's see if this can push further south. Quick update on Bitcoin Cash. Haven't looked at this one for quite a while, but still the same idea remains. What I'm looking at here is this key area of support around the 205 zone. So a break of this area is required in order to consider, let's say, further declines. And for now, basically, yes, we cannot really do much here. We cannot really even talk about the upside, because for now you can see that this is where it's stuck at. It's stuck below this downside line taken from the high of the 18th of August. And at the moment, in a way, as long as this downside line remains intact, then well, I mean, the downside is still on the table. But if this line gets broken and we see the price climbing above this, somewhere above the 245 zone, or this even better 258 territory, which coincides with the 200-day EMA, a nice good pop above this level here, this 258, would place the price above all of its EMAs, above this downside line, of course, and well, more buyers could join in here. But at the moment, we're closer to this key support zone here, this 205 level. Let's see if this can continue to provide support. If it cannot, then a nice good break here would confirm a forthcoming lower low, and yep, we could start looking at these lower levels. But at the moment, for now, it's stuck, I would say. AUDUSD. So the pair is drifting lower, so everything is working out according to the plan. I talked about this pair yesterday and the day before yesterday and Monday. And basically it managed to break this 0.7192 territory, so that's great news for the sellers. The next target that I was aiming here for is this 0.7064 level, marked by the high of the 10th of June and also marked near the low of the 24th of July. Initially, like I said, that's going to be my target. Maybe if it breaks here, then the last kind of resort here could be this 100-day EMA. So again, like I said, for now I'll keep an eye on it. For now, everything's working out nicely here, so everything is according to the rules. But yeah, let's not get excited that this might drop further south here. It could, but let's go step by step on this one. Let's be very careful, and let's keep an eye on this 0.7064 territory first. In terms of the upside, well, to be honest, I would take a very conservative approach here and wait for a push above this barrier right here, the 0.7345 zone, and then aim for higher levels. At the moment, it's just a little bit too tricky here for the upside. USDJPY. So we're still trading below this area. This is a very quick update on the same pair, because yesterday I talked about this one, and basically I was saying that in a way, as long as it stays between these two levels, and this morning I was saying the same thing, as long as it stays between these two levels, we can't really do much here, because yes, on one hand, it may be showing willingness right now to travel higher, but still this area here, this 105.30 territory, which previously acted as a very good area of support, now it could take the role of resistance. And also we do have this 21-day EMA here shown as the yellow line as well here. So basically a bit of an obstacle here for further upside, but if that obstacle gets broken, then yes, we could consider a bit of a larger move to the upside here towards this downside line taken from the high of the 24th of March. In terms of the downside, we need to see a drop below the 104.19 zone in order to aim for lower levels. GBPNZD quick update, and this morning and yesterday I kept talking about this pair, and finally we are seeing this nice break there of this downside line, so that's great news for the bulls. However, as I mentioned to you guys before this morning as well and yesterday, that in order to get a little bit more excited about higher levels, wait for this break here above this 1.9385 territory. As you can see, after this downside line got broken, the rate kind of got a hold up near this area, near the high of the 17th of September, which is, as I said, this 1.9385 zone. So we need to see a nice good pop above this in order to consider a further move higher, because what we don't want to see here is this pair getting a hold up somewhere around here and then kind of reversing back down, and this way basically kind of confirming a possible range here roughly between the 1.91 level and the 1.9385 zone. So for now guys, we will, like I said, we'll keep an eye on these two levels and mainly of course on this 1.9385 zone marked by the high of the 17th of September. If that gets broken, now this is where it could become even more interesting for more buyers. And finally, EURUSD. So the pair is still, well, it's basically it's the same, it's almost the same place where I've left it this morning, and to be honest, not much is happening here. However, the pair is showing willingness to drift further south. Let's keep an eye on today. Let's see how all this is going to play out during the US session, of course, and if the dollar will strengthen a little bit more, then yes, the next potential target, as mentioned this morning as well, the 1.1570 level could be that next potential target, and which also is near the 100-day EMA here shown as the green line. So like I said, for now, that's the game plan, unless the rate somehow reverses sharply to the upside and climbs back above the 1.1753 territory. Then the outlook will remain a bit on the neutral side, and then we'll reevaluate everything again. Previously I talked about this level, the 1.1917 zone, as the potential breakout point for the upside, but to be honest, I mean, we could consider some lower levels right here, but like I said, for that, let's see if the pair can actually reverse and push higher here back to above this 1.1753. If it does that, then I will reevaluate this and I'll pick up on some of these levels right here. But at the moment, it seems that the direction is still more to the downside, so keep your eyes on that one. Okay guys, it was a quick review, quick update, so hopefully you found it useful. If you want to catch my video tomorrow morning, as always, my Traders Espresso, that's 6 o'clock GMT time. For now guys, I hope you have a wonderful evening, stay safe, don't overtrade, and yeah, see you later guys. Thank you very much, and bye bye.